What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another tool bag review video, loadout video. As promised, this is the Velocity BP45. There is a bigger version, the 50. The only difference is the literage is a little bit bigger, so a bigger capacity. This comes in a range of colours. I believe it's stealth, which is black, obviously orange, and then like a cargo green, like a dark green. The name of the green has completely disappeared off my mind. So I'll give you a quick run through the bag and then possibly a loadout. But am I going to use this as a service and repair, or am I going to use this as an install bag? I haven't even decided yet. With this being a backpack, it's only right I show it as a backpack. You've obviously got your two shoulder straps and then a clamp for the front if you wanted to make it properly secure. You know, like if you was running to a job or something. This is what it looks like on a short ass of 5'6". Obviously you've got adjustable straps to lift it further at your back. I'll show you a feature they've added on that as well. It's quite comfortable when empty. We'll try it later when it's full. The feature to keep it high up your back, so the weight isn't on your lower part of your back here. They've added this feature which just literally clips in, and that then alters the shoulder straps, so the weight is actually on your shoulders as opposed to being on your lower back, which I think that's a great idea. I don't know about you, but I suffer with a bag back from time to time, so anything to stop that. As you guys know, I am a fan of a backpack for service and repair, but not for installing. I prefer an open tote for installing. However, on the last video we loaded out the MB300. Now I've used this for approximately 2 weeks. Have I found any issues? I had a bit of an issue with getting the analyzer in the back, but I folded the two pockets flat internally and I've made that work. That isn't my problem anymore. I haven't really got a problem with it, to be honest. That bag there, no matter how it's loaded out after today, whether it gets loaded out as an install or a service and repair bag, it's not going to trump this for me going forward. I absolutely love that bag, and I'm probably going to keep that as is and try and make that one into an install bag. The only adjustments I've made since the last video is I bought the little the little leak detector spray, which fits nicely in there. I've put my drain down hose in there, and that is it. I think that is it. Someone asked a question, would this fit in the side pockets? It does, but it sticks up. It may be better in that pocket because that's adjustable. However, it looks like it tapers off. That is supposed to be for a hammer loop really, but it does fit a U gauge in if you wanted to use it for that. But obviously I don't use a U gauge. I mean, it's probably not. Oh, actually has got water in. It's not for me. I prefer the little digital one. But other than that, yeah, she's been working a treat. It hasn't fallen over, but it sits in that side pocket down there next to the press gun, so it can't really go anywhere. If it was probably stood here in the van we used to drive off, it probably would fall over. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this. Obviously adjustable straps. On the back you've got a cushioned, albeit hard cushioned, protective panel to give you a bit of comfort when you're holding it as a backpack or using it as a backpack. Side pockets have obviously got D-rings, the long pockets there for whatever. We'll show you what I decide to use it with in a bit. Little loop for probably PTFE installation tape. 3 long upright pockets on that side. On the front you've got a torch, which I don't know whether that's picking up. Probably the frame rate of the camera is not going to help. It isn't flashing, that's solid. A bit dimmer, and then you've got a flash and then a red. I suppose that's for if you was a push biker or on a walk, the red light maybe. Right, delving into the front, we don't want to go too deep with these. They slide across, I believe, but again, it's never been used either, so yeah, they slide across, but again, I needed 2 hands to do it. That's got quite a large front pocket there with some infills to stop things from sliding out, I suppose. That under there, you've got your zip show you inside. I will just take it out. So if I zip that down, pop the light out, it is rechargeable on USB type 1, I believe, or A. Just plug that straight in and that'll recharge it up. The little Velcro straps, you can put your own or personalise it. Velocity do sell different personalised badges, Velcro badges. And then on the front pocket you've got a hard case, hard shell with 2 holders and obviously a compartment in front of that. Again, I'll show you what I'm thinking of doing with that a little bit later on. So that's the front and sides done. We'll move on to the rear back compartment. Double zips, YKK zips, and you've got loads of storage in there. You've got a zip compartment at the top, which is clear so you can see through into what you've got. I do believe this panel here is removable. There we go. So I've got 3 deep pockets there, but that is removable if you don't want that in. That's nice. Revealing quite a big void at the bottom. So you could keep your analyzer and probe in the back of here. Why am I now getting convinced that I might use this as a service bag? And on the back, you've got quite a big void there. I'm just going to go and get my landlord's gas safety check pad, see if it'll fit nicely in there, because that is the sort of thing you'd use it for, or a tablet, because it's got the hard back as well for a little bit of added protection. Getting a little bit ahead of the game here. Oh, easy. Yeah, perfect for certificates if you was going to use it that way. I've not decided whether I'm going to use this as service and repair or not. I just wanted to give you a loadout video and a rundown of the Velocity tool bags. Carrying on inside, you've got another strap there for possibly your taller items like your long screwdrivers. And that will actually open out. Another slot at the bottom, and then a slot here for probably service reminder stickers or business cards. Loads of root pockets in this, loads. I quite like the look of this bag, I'm not going to lie. I don't think anything would convert me away from that MB300, but this one is doing a pretty good job. I just feel like the more pockets you have sometimes, the more you overload it and the heavier it becomes, and that was the whole reason why I wanted to move away from the Big Vito backpack. In the front, you've got 2 clear pockets, zip pockets, loads of space there, and 2 large pockets at the front, 5 individual taller pockets, and then 3 small ones for like your Schrader valve removal tool or drip stoppers or anything like that you was going to put in. D-link there for strapping things up, and then 3 tight pockets there for probably Schrader valve cores and things like that. Thinking off the top of my head, that's the front pocket. As I said, there's loads of pockets and storage in this bag. You've got your hard base, as usual with all Velocity bags. That is to help keep the tools safe and help with balance, to keep the bag upright and sat nicely, because that's what you want. Again, hard plastic handle, but quite comfortable, definitely compared to other brands I've used. Right, let's decide how we're going to load this out. You're going to be as surprised as me by the end of this. I honestly don't think you're ready for this. I wasn't ready for this. That is it, fully loaded. You might have been able to guess which bag I went for, or which loadout I went for, judging by the sides of the bag. All the weight does seem to be on my shoulders because I've got that clip operated. Not gonna lie, it's manageable. It's quite heavy, but my install bag is always heavier than my service bag, so depending on what type of bag you're using it for and what you load it out with will help the weight, won't it? I've also sussed out this little clip as well, so I can do it one-handed. Well, there you go, one-handed on, and you just literally push up to lock it out. Easy as that. Right, what have we gone for? Well, we've gone for my open tote has disappeared, and I've loaded it out with my install stuff. And to be honest, to be brutally honest, I didn't want to use a backpack as an install bag. However, the way I've loaded this out, I could quite easily do that. So I might run it for a week, see how it is. The reason why I like the open totes is because you can just grab things dead easy. But the massive downfall with them is any sort of dust and crap fills the bottom of the bags, which obviously I don't like either, but this I've managed to make work. So on the side, on the tape loop, we've got the tape. My hammer, my Fat Max hammer just slides in there. Tracer pencil, my file. On the front I've put this D-ring on with my quick release hex fittings. The front pocket I went for Loctite string, my pipe slices and emergency blanks if need be. They fit in there nicely, easy to grab. And on the inside front, making our way around, this is where most of the hand tools are. There's still loads of storage. I've got in the bottom zip compartment pipe cleaning struts, and I'll probably put my pipe cleaners in there. My drill attachment ones, however, they're both knackered at the minute, so I need new ones. In the front pocket I've got some miscellaneous, like a pencil, your drill bits, just miscellaneous stuff which can live in there, easy accessible. On the tall upper storage I've put the smaller things, as you can see, wire snips, ergo strip, rad spanner, drip stoppers, and in the bottom I've got my paste, my taller stuff like my Allen keys and my hacksaw. Still loads of space down there if needed. That's why I'm not so used. I've made this bag work, and I actually may just carry on using this. On the side, on the loop this end, I've put insulation tape and PTFE tape. Put a D-ring for my adjustables. That's how I had it on the open tote as well, because I just like to grab them easy. It's probably one of the most used tools in our game. Special places there for the bending guides and the monoblock tap spanners. They fit in there nicely, nice and snug, not going anywhere, even if it did fall over. And on the back, we have got some taller sort of tools that I don't really use that often. Obviously the rad spanner is only used for rad valves. Little boat level is only used when you're doing little things. Most of the time the bigger levels come in, and then obviously your plumb thumbs for rad valves again. I've not put anything in that, there's loads of space there yet. On the back, in the zip pocket, I've got my gloves, and basically all that the back pocket's holding is my M12 combi drill. Fits in there nicely. Could probably fit the charger in there, anything. That's what I mean, this bag just works well for space. There is loads of it, but you also don't want to make it too heavy, to which I'm not going to lie, it is quite heavy now. However, so is my open tote, so it's got exactly the same amount of tools in as that did, so it's going to be roughly the same weight. This bag, an install bag, is not designed for being lightweight, it's designed for carrying in and leaving in. My servicing bag, which is why I wanted the MB300, smaller, lightweight, you're in and out within the hour doing boiler service and repairs. You don't want that to be too heavy. But other than that, that is the Velocity BP45 in orange. Not going to miss me in that, are you? They also do the Havoc range as well, I believe, in this, which is a luminous yellow or green, depending on how you see your colours. What do we all think to that as an install bag? Do you want to see it as a service and repair bag, how I load it out? Obviously the analyzer will be at the back. I'm made up with that, to be honest. I am probably going to run with that for a week, as long as it fits where it's supposed to fit. Perfect. I didn't obviously opt to use that because I wanted to put my combi drill in the back, but other than that, that's where she's going to live. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on this. They're the two Velocity bags I've got so far. With a bit of luck we'll get some more in the future, and I can carry on doing these review type videos alongside my normal plumbing content, which goes out on a Tuesday. These are like bonus videos. I actually enjoy filming and loading out these for you and just showing you what's available on the market. So as usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done already. Don't forget to like this video if you've liked it, and drop us a comment. As I said, I love reading through all your comments, and I'll catch you on the next one.